Hello, everyone. I'm Joanna De Ninis, and this is Truth Talk for April 14th, 2026. The topic for today is abundance. Abundance comes in so many forms. Abundance can be just that the sun is shining. It could mean that you're around the people that you feel safe with, that you love, that understand you, that support you, that accept you. Um, a partner that does that, and of course, a family unit that does that as well. Abundance is also knowing that you are enough and that you have enough. It's the fact that the sun shines throughout the day, the fact that you're in control of your own destiny and what you want to achieve in this world. Abundance is knowing that if you set your mind to things, you can do what you set out to accomplish. I walked into an office today and I went up to the front counter, and what I did not know is that there was a golden retriever that was behind the counter on the floor, right, that I couldn't see, and it jumped up onto the counter, and it was so funny because it looked like it was coming to, like it was like a human coming to say, "Hey, how can I help you?" And it just looked right at me, and it was the funniest thing, but it brought so much comfort to me. It was like I felt like that golden retriever was there for me at that moment. And it just it felt nice. I love pets. Unfortunately, as long as I can remember, I'm allergic to the fur. I guess I'm better with dogs that have hair, but for the most part, I'm usually allergic. And I was happy that I didn't seem to have a reaction. That was abundant to me. And like I said, it just felt like I connected with this golden retriever that brought me so much joy. It reminded me of what it feels like to be seen, loved, and I suppose that's what most people that unfortunately I don't have a pet at home, but they feel when they come home, right? That unconditional love, that the fact that they see you, that they love you no matter what, and they're there for you when you need them. And it's kind of like that was the feeling I got when I walked into the office. It was, I guess, because it was the stark contrast as I didn't see anyone around. It looked like there was nobody there to assist. And then here comes this big, beautiful this creature who almost looked like a human on, at the front desk, looking straight at me as if to say, how can I help you? Right? It was so cute, it was so funny, but it made me feel good. It made me feel abundant. And I won't forget that. It was good. It was a great feeling. So um so like I said, abundance is, you'd be surprised at what we really need for basic essentials, right? We just need to have a roof over our head, food so that we're satisfied. Um, obviously utilities and whatnot, but the real key is having people that we love around us, like that see us for who we are, that support us, that accept us despite our differences. Like I said, understand us or try to understand us, right? Regardless of how difficult at times things may be. That's what abundance to me is. It's not the chase. It's not the needing validation from someone else. It's knowing that you are enough and that you have enough. It's having health, right? Because if you don't have your health, you really don't have much of anything. You could have so much money in the bank, and if you don't have your health and you've got, not much time to live, what do you have? Are you, Just having good health is abundant in and of itself. And having the means to learn, we may not know what we need to know. Obviously, we don't know everything, or we don't know how to do everything, but the fact that we have the capability to learn is in itself abundant. We need to look at the bright side of things. The cup is half full, not half empty, and just say, you know what, we have what we need. And whatever it is, or whatever it should be, it starts with us in the here and the now, right? Being happy right now, feeling abundant right now. And then that feeling will carry us through to future abundance. So to me, the most abundant feeling is having people around me that understand me, that love me, accept me for who I am, that respect me, and for me to reciprocate that same feeling, knowing that we're both abundant and we both are enough, and that we both have enough. That feeling like when you're just not feeling so well that day, but someone else can pick up the pieces for you and you do the same for that person when it's time. That's abundance. It's just it's a sense of being satisfied and grateful and having that inner peace, that settling feeling that you have everything you need. So, again, I think abundance starts with having good health. My dad used to say, if you don't have a health, you don't have anything, and that's a fact. And we don't realize when we're not feeling well, we don't feel up to par, and we're not able to carry out our day, go to work or do the things that we love to do, have fun, right? Which is another abundant thing. So having your health to me is the most important thing, which is why I am behind this integrative healthcare cause the Reach nonprofit is proposing or designed to support. The integrative healthcare cause will work alongside Western medicine. It'll work to help people. It is designed to help people overcome their chronic health challenges by paying for alternative treatments, Eastern medicine practices that are going to get to the root cause of their condition and help them overcome that health challenge. So it's pretty much the assistance is there for everyone. But to be fair, um, it's designed for people who earn less than 100,000 a year on their taxes. And the idea is that if you have 100,000 or more, you probably can pay for your own treatment. And we want to be fair for those who could use a little extra help, right? Could use a little more abundance in their life. And so this is what the integrative healthcare cause is designed to do. It's designed to bring opportunities to those that need a little more assistance so that they can guarantee and ensure their good health. So, I as I'm recording this, and this is not scripted, and I feel like I have a block because I I have a lot to be grateful for. But at the same time, my life doesn't look like what I thought it would look like. And so one can say, look at me and say, well, do you feel abundant? And all I can say to that is, I feel abundant now because I'm true to myself. I'm no longer giving too much away of myself or compromising myself by giving too freely and not getting that same good energy back in return. I feel a little conflicted because, again, my idea of abundance was having my partner by my side. Um, and now realizing that that's not happening, at least not with this partner. And I don't know if it will for with another partner, but I think the true essence of everything is that we are our own partner, right? We have to feel fulfilled in ourselves, be the be the people that be the person that we want to be, the I am statement. I am everything I need to be. And that's what I'm learning. I'm learning to find that inner strength, that inner peace, that inner happiness that really you really can't get from someone else. It's something that is innate within you. And just appreciating everything around me, seeing it for what it is, the gift that it is in the present, and appreciating that. So it's a bit of a conflicting feeling because when you've sacrificed yourself in some form or fashion, that's not really abundance. But when you really know who you are and what you really want and what you will not tolerate, and you find yourself in that mix, that's abundance. And when your body is no longer in this fight or flight mode because it's so stressed, or it's going against the grain because you're trying to please someone else or you're trying to make things better for someone else, when you no longer have to do that, that's abundance. So I guess it depends on which perspective you hold, right? I think I, for one, believe you have to put yourself first in the sense that, I mean, you're not doing it selfishly where you're hurting someone else or hurting another, but you're putting yourself first because no one else will do it for you. And that's the most important thing is that you show up for yourself and that you are your whole complete self and that everything around you adds to that, right? Like that golden retriever that just popped up and just said, "Hey, I'm here for you." And like I said, the looking around to what you do have and being grateful that you have it, your family, your children, a roof over your head, a bed to sleep in at night, safety and knowing that you're safe. That's abundant. So, um, I would like to think abundance looks very similar for most of us, but I suppose if we're chasing something that's never meant to be ours, or we're looking for external validation to make us feel like you know, we've got abundance, in other words, keeping up with the Joneses and we got to have what that person has. I suppose if we look at abundance that way, it it doesn't fit the definition because it's actually coming from a place of lack, feeling like you don't have enough or you're not enough. And that's not abundance. Abundance is knowing that you're enough and knowing that you have enough. That's true abundance. So, anyways, like I said, for my abundant life, I know I want to have travel in the near future. So I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna enjoy looking forward to figuring that out, and just again finding that inner peace in day-to-day life knowing that what's enough for me is enough. So I hope you can achieve that same inner peace, that same feeling of worthiness, that same feeling of self-love, self-worth, putting yourself first, knowing that you have to be the one to care for yourself, um, before you look to help others. Because truly, without helping yourself, you really can't help others. So hopefully this resonates with you. And if you want to join me on my mission to fund the integrative healthcare cause to help people overcome chronic health challenges, please go to www.reache.group, GROUP. On the homepage, you'll see um, ways where you can join the YouTube channel, where you can see other videos like this. You can also join the Reach Facebook group, which is a support platform where we can exchange ideas, Q&A session, or just provide support for each other. And then on the causes page, you'll see the integrative healthcare cause and a way to donate if you feel moved to do so. I appreciate whatever you could donate if you can. If you can't, that's okay. I get it. We're not always in a position to give, and I understand that. So, but if you see the purpose of the mission, you believe in it, and you have extra resources that you could donate to or consider donating, please do. I would really, really appreciate it. All right. So again, that website is www.reache.group. And there will be contact forms that pop up specifically when you click on things. This is so we can collect your information so we can stay connected. Promise I will not sell your information. So if you can just please fill out all fields, that information transfers into MailChimp where I can stay connected with you in the future through newsletters. That's the goal. That's the idea. So and yeah, and that's pretty much it. I just also please, if you like this video, please like, comment, share. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to YouTube so you can see additional videos like this. I'm trying to post daily, like I said, to get the word out there and grow my channel. And if it doesn't grow and this is all I get, I'm fine with that. As long as I can pursue everything I want to do with the Reach Integrative Healthcare cause, um, to help people like myself find uh, good health and be abundant in that regard. So, all right, well, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.